We're back in the studio, or whatever we call this. The car's the studio. But either way, we're back. Got a few reminders, and then we'll get right into the scores from last week, and then jump into predictions for this week, as always. So all team payments are due before the start of the game. If we don't get the full balance before that, it is a forfeit. So yeah, get those payments in. You know who you are. Rosters are also locked at the start of this game, so no more ad drops after this week. Once the game starts, rosters are locked.
Yeah, if you have somebody who hasn't been on your roster, who isn't there this week, you just need to post it or tell us before your game starts to make sure that we have them on. Don't come tell us afterwards. Too late at that point.
Right.
Make all your moves before you get there this week.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And I think we said last week 4 games for playoff eligible, where actually it's 3 games because we're only playing 6 and then the guaranteed 7th game for playoffs. So 3 games playoff eligible. The stat sheets and waivers will be in a folder by the bins again. Everyone did a great job last week, as I said on the Facebook page. So yeah, let's keep that up. It made my life a lot easier. And yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to add?
No, good. We're good on the notes.
All right. So let's just jump right into last week. On field 1 at 8:30, we had Camilla's Crew 38 over the Iguanas 34. Anthony Crawford and Sue were the MVPs for this game. I'll let you talk first. Obviously, we played each other.
It was a good game. We knew we were gonna have to get stops to somehow beat you. We were able to get 2. We had 40 seconds left. We were winning. We had your 4th and goal. 2 players chasing you, pinned deep. You threw it up with your back foot up in the air, and Ed Palmatier came down with it. I still felt pretty good. 40 seconds left and 1 timeout. I honestly thought we were going to go down the field and score the game-winning touchdown. Instead, we stalled more than we had in any drive this season, and we couldn't move the ball at all. And you won. It was a good game. But yeah, I really thought I thought we had you. And then you bought enough time to chuck it up. Ed made a nice catch in the end zone, and then your defense came through big at the end. I think Sue actually finished it off with
4th down sack. Yeah.
Your team's, I think that might have been your only sack on the day. I could be wrong. Maybe you got one on a blitz.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was a big play for her to end it. Either way, it was 4th down to midfield. But big play by Sue. She also had 2 touchdowns. Sue had a fantastic game for you guys.
Yeah, no, she killed it. She had that great one-handed catch on 4th down as well. If she drops that, then we were in trouble.
Yeah, because we were up at that point too. That was a little bit earlier before the game-winning catch. We had him on 4th and goal too, and we were winning there as well. So
yeah, no, it was a great game. To touch base on that final drive with 40 seconds, I was like, all right, they're under a minute. Clock doesn't stop much, but yeah, it looked like Savini thought you guys had like 5 seconds. He was just chucking everything deep.
Yeah, it went deep. I wasn't thrilled with that decision, but he's played well this year, so I definitely trust his decision making in that. That's why I thought with 40 seconds left, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go down the field to win it. But your defense really stepped up there and came through in the clutch.
Yeah. No, it was a great game, and hopefully we see you guys again, or don't see you guys again.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid you guys to the Super Bowl if we can.
It was a great game for sure. It lived up to the game of the week.
Yeah.
On the other field, we had Avengers 36 over Has-Beens 26. Jeezy had a touchdown. He was the male MVP, and then Jess Bonfay actually had 2 touchdowns in this game, and she was the female MVP. Obviously, we were playing. I didn't get much from it, but it looks like it was a pretty close game, only 10 points. With the 2 girl scores, that could have been the difference right there. Yeah, did you hear anything?
I did talk to some people from the Avengers after the game when I was bouncing back and forth. They did say that it was a close competitive game, but they felt comfortable throughout. I don't know if they led from the get-go, but it seemed like as the game was coming to a close, they felt very comfortable with how they had played and where they were at, and like they deserved to get that win. So
makes sense. And then back on field 1 at 9:30, we had Camilla's Crew 42 over Has-Beens 12. I don't know exactly what happened to Has-Beens in this game. They had everyone there, so maybe they're better off being shorthanded. We just got stops early. We scored every drive in the first half. We might have scored every drive in the game.
Yeah, I think.
But it was a blitz attack right from the get-go. We were still high from our big win against you guys, and maybe they were down, tired. I'm not really sure, but it definitely wasn't their best game. Yeah, so EJ Buford had an interception. He was the male MVP. And then Lori, she didn't score, but she had multiple deflections and she had multiple flag pulls. She got knocked down by Fogarty a couple times, and she got right back up smiling like always. So I gave her the female MVP for this game. She played really well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was bouncing back and forth, taking some pictures of both games. It didn't seem like they had a great defensive plan against you, which I was surprised because I know they played you pretty tough in fives. Obviously, this is a little different.
Yeah, they actually just played us the week before, too.
Oh, that's true, and that game was a little closer. For them on offense, there were some drops. I mean, it doesn't make up for 30 points. Deering definitely seemed a little frustrated with his wide receivers. I was definitely surprised by the margin of victory here. You have to assume sooner rather than later they're going to get it together and they're going to be pretty dangerous because talent-wise, they're there. They've got they've got the pieces there to make a run, as do pretty much almost everybody in the league, honestly.
Very competitive. And then the final game, back on field 2, we had Apocalypse 40 over Lost and Found 33. I was obviously playing, but I heard a lot of noise. I saw that the final, well, you probably can just touch base, but there was a game-winning score, the final play of the game. This was a great game. Both teams came in winless, so one team finally was going to get a W. And it lived up to the hype. It was a great game.
Who do you have for the MVPs in that one?
Craig Helms, who had the game winner, and then Kelly Travers was the female MVP.
Okay, yeah. So again, I was bouncing back and forth. I saw both teams seem to be moving the ball. What was the final score?
40-33.
Okay, so that was accurate. Both teams seem to be moving the ball. I think we completely forgot last week that Lost and Found has a quarterback. They have Donnie.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Who's experienced and he looked good. He made a number of good passes. I saw him hit Ethan on a big play where he pump faked one way, got the defense up, hit him deep. Nice. I walked over with not a lot of time left, and Lost and Found scored. And, I was like, what's the score, guys? And the ref said that they tied it. And then, so Prophet moved the ball a little bit, but they were still behind midfield with one play remaining. He went deep to Bizarro down the sideline. I think he was trying to use the height advantage off of Bizarro's hands. And you said it was Craig.
Craig Helms,
and Craig was close enough. And he dove and he caught it, and that's how they won. We expected a good game. Yes. Obviously, having Donnie there, who we just forgot about, helps Lost and Found offense. They didn't have to throw in an inexperienced player. They moved the ball. It looked very good. I saw Stephanie, I think her name is Stephanie Farrell, the rusher for Apocalypse. She had a sack against us. I saw she had 2 against Avengers, and I don't know if she had any in this game, but I saw her absolutely light up the Lost and Found center on one. Jen Kay and I saw it. Just lay her out. She went rolling.
Oh, wow.
And had Donnie scrambling on one. So she's having a really good year. I just wanted to get her name out there and point that out for Apocalypse. But yeah, nice first win for them. Dangerous team.
All right. Moving right on to week 4. Week
4 to this week and one more week left in our regular seasons before we get into the playoffs.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yep. All right. So first game. It's actually Lost and Found versus Apocalypse. They're going to run it right back. And I'm pretty sure Berto will be there. So this is like a whole new game. I'll let you pick this one first.
Okay. I think a lot depends. CJ was there for more than he was last time. I saw he caught a screen on one and just juked out everyone on the field and scored a full field touchdown. If CJ is not there, I'm going to go with Lost and Found here to get the revenge with Berto at quarterback. If CJ's here even for part of it, I'll go Apocalypse. I have no idea. Now that he knows he only needs one more game, I'll say, maybe he skips this one. He shows up for the final week. So I'll take Lost and Found with Berto back. Both teams go have one win then going into the final week.
I like it. As you can see, I've gone back and forth on this game.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I'm going to go with Apocalypse. I'm going to assume CJ will be there for at least a couple series, and that will be enough. Berto coming back does help them out a lot. More versatile with the run. Probably just a little more, I don't know what's the word, confident, I guess you could say. But I'm going to go Apocalypse here, but another close game.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that Apocalypse is all CJ Tarver, so don't get me wrong. They've got plenty of really good pieces. But Lost and Found was able to score on them last week, and I think Berto's a little more dangerous with his legs than Donnie, so that's why I'm going to go Lost and Found, that they'll be able to put up that one extra score.
All right. And then on field 2 at 8:30, we have Avengers versus Iguanas, another rematch. This is going to be game of the week. I'll go with this one first.
Okay.
So Iguanas beat them pretty good last time. I still haven't decided who I want to go here. I will say it's going to be a much closer game. I know Ryan is big on game planning, and now he knows what you guys do.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know. Just for fun, I'm going to go Avengers here, because obviously you're going to pick your own team. I'm going to go Avengers here. I think they make enough big plays to get the job done. Maybe Savini finally throws some picks, which he didn't do against us, which I was surprised.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Avengers here and another nail biter.
Okay. I also expect it to be closer. I think the real key to that last game was Savini played flawless, and we were able to get Ryan into 3 uncharacteristic mistakes. I'm going to assume that Ryan's not going to make 3 end zone interception throws.
Yeah.
I'm going to hope that Savini doesn't throw any picks because he's been playing fantastic. So I'm going to take my team. I'm going to take my team in a high score, but it's going to be close. I don't expect Ryan to make those mistakes he made last time. They did have their full team, as far as I know. So if he's going to make adjustments, it's going to be with the same exact pieces he had last game. And as of right now, I don't think we're missing anybody. So, I'll go Iguana's high scoring game, 1 score.
Don't force it to the girls in the red zone. I did take a page out of his book with taking a knee at the inch line. It almost bit me against you guys.
Yeah, we were actually going to let you score.
I know. That's the only reason why I took the knee, because you guys were yelling, let him score. I'm like, let me try and change this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't do that. And then, all right, the second round of games, we have Has-Beens versus Apocalypse.
Ooh, fun game.
I'm going to go Has-Beens here. I'm going to assume CJ's gone to work by then. But I still think it's going to be pretty close. Has-Beens doesn't have a game before, so they won't be gassed or anything. Hopefully they have their team. But I'm going to go Has-Beens here by 8 points.
Okay. I don't look ahead, so I don't really know who's playing except for my own team. My initial reaction was Has-Beens, but the more I think about it, they're not playing great right now.
No, they're going down. Apocalypse is up. So.
And it's not a matchup of one team that's really talented and one that's not, where you're like, okay, I'm going to give it to Has-Beens even though they're not playing well. Like, both teams have talent.
Right.
And since Has-Beens hasn't been playing well and they came off a really bad game against you guys, I'm going to go Apocalypse here. And they're going to pick up their second win.
All right. Big one there.
Yeah.
And then on the final game, 9:30 on field 2-1, I can't remember.
Field 2, yeah.
All right, we have Camilla's Crew versus Lost and Found. I'll just get this over with. I'm obviously picking my team. We're playing good right now. We're on a roll. We're going to keep it going. I'm going to have fun with this game. Berto, you're in trouble. But it'll be fun. But I'm going to go Camilla's Crew by 2 scores.
I completely agree. Berto likes to buy time with his legs, and I think you've got a number of girls who could rush here and be effective and make it really difficult for him to even then concentrate on throwing once he gets moving. I think your defense will be too tough. Obviously, you guys will score as well. I would take Camilla's Crew by probably 2 scores as well.
All right. Well, that's it for week 4. We'll see everyone. Today's Wednesday, so 2 days, Friday. Be safe out there. All right. Peace.